Hello, 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 my friends. Hello, hello. Welcome to A Moment with C. Hope everyone is fine this morning. Hey, wanted to talk to you just a few minutes about what are any kind of goals or dreams that you're shooting for right now. And I wanted to ask, the name of this video is Great Big Hairy Audacious Goals. And I wanted to ask if you guys have anything big or really outside of your comfort zone that you are working on or that you would like to accomplish. I had a phone call last night with a past investor on a project I was working on in Texas, and I was disappointed to say that I had to cancel my initial deal in Texas. It was a big thing. It was going to be 52 acres with a waterfall, a lake. It had 3 dwellings on it, an event center, a very large wedding home and event hall. But we had to cancel that deal. But, I'm back in the hunt for another property in Texas to do something similar. And what we want to do is we want to go out there. We are potentially going to have a veterinarian's office on the property. We want to have horses for lessons and trail rides. We want to possibly bring on some therapy animals. And, I want to do masterminds. I want to do events. I want to do things for veterans and foster kids and potentially, victims of domestic violence. But, this is a huge undertaking. But the point of this is once you have a thought in your mind, and if it doesn't literally scare you to death or it doesn't really intimidate you, it might be smaller than it needs to be, if that makes sense. This thing that I'm looking to do is really big. I don't have any idea whatsoever how to accomplish it. But if you guys have ever watched any of my videos before, one of the things that I try to recommend is just taking one step, okay? So that's what I'm doing. I don't know how this turns out, and at the end of the day, none of us know how anything turns out anyway. But I don't know how this turns out, but I do know that if I take a step in the right direction, I can call that a win. I can call that a success. And if I have one success, I might want to take another step, So if you've got something really big, or I challenge you to really dream big, really think big, because, we do the world a great disservice by not being our very best selves, and we give others permission to be greater when we decide to be greater as well. So if you guys, I'd love to hear any of your stories about what you're doing. I'd love to hear any of your stories about any projects you're working on. But I would challenge you to set your goals higher, set your dreams larger, and be literally terrified of going towards these. Be scared to tell people about them because they're so big and so much larger than you are. I think that's what we're called to do. So I challenge you guys to think bigger, dream bigger, do bigger, but start with one little step. Maybe the one step is a phone call. Maybe the one step is reading an article. Maybe the one step is talking to an agent. Maybe the one step is, thinking about getting that license or certification that you've been thinking about. I actually looked up the requirements for being a real estate agent in Texas, because I'm going out there and I want to do projects that entail buying properties and developing them. Right now I don't have any experience in that, so I'm talking to people who do have experience and I'm taking steps. So I challenge you guys to jump out there, take one step. Doesn't even matter how big it is, how small it is. I'd love to hear about it. Take a step towards your great big hairy audacious goal and stay in touch. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching A Moment. We'll see.